Imagine a guy and a girl comes walking into the service and he sees her and says, oh my goodness, I'm gonna talk to that girl. He goes over and he says, I was stunned at the sight of you. I'd give anything to take you somewhere. And she says, okay. They go out, they start spending their time together. Then they start spending all their time together, and they fall so head over heels in love with one another. And one afternoon they have a picnic in an open field, and they lay side by side looking up at the clouds. And she turns to him and he turns to her, and he says to her, you know what? I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me? And she looks at him and says, you know, if you ask me to marry you, that means you're saying goodbye to all the other girls. And he looks at her and he says, that's exactly what I want. I only want you forever. That's marriage. And you know what? That's what Jesus is saying when he says, if any man wants to live his life with me, then he's got to say goodbye to all their loves. What he's saying is, the cost is you're not going to be able to seek out your own pleasure. You're going to have to find all of that in me now. So what he's saying, in essence, isn't any hard saying at all. All he's saying is, will you marry me? Will you lose all of that to find everything in me? That's the essence of it. And it takes the weight of performance and striving and the twisting and turning and tooth pulling of this religious mentality out. And it gives to you a vision of a beautiful lover who says, will you marry me and let me be all to thee? Because none can be what I can be. Give ears to hear and eyes to see. Thrill your soul with ecstasy. Fill your heart with joy and peace. Make internal wars to cease, lift you above life's mysteries and bring you into my victories, love you now and endlessly and marry you eternally.